perhaps Councillor Body would sing a Christmas carol for us while we're waiting.
You're lucky I have a mute button.
Yes, yes, we are.
All right, Madam Warden, we are good to go.
Okay, thank you. So we've come out of closed session. Madam Clerk, do we have a reporting out statement for closed session?
My apologies. Yes, there is generally a confirmation that only the matters noted on the agenda were discussed in the in-camera session.
Okay, thank you very much. So with that, then we can move on to other business, item number 9 on our committee of the whole agenda. And I'm going to look to Madam CAO in terms of prediction about our scheduled meeting for budget discussion tomorrow.
Thank you, Madam Warden. So I'm not a weather expert by any stretch of imagination, but the weather forecast that we've received today does show the potential for continued poor driving conditions. We did yesterday and this morning do a preliminary check of calendars. It did appear that next Thursday, December the 19th, would be an alternate date to undertake the budget meeting if tomorrow does not work, if it isn't safe to come into the administration building. So I'm looking to council for some direction here. Would your preference be that we wait until tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock and assess the situation at that time and make a determination about whether or not we'll continue tomorrow or reschedule? Or are you prepared to say that we should just make that decision now?
Okay, so I'll put it out to council members. Councillor Dobry, go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Warden, and through you to the CAO. I'm not available on the 19th, but for personal, kind of personal committee reasons. But and while I appreciate it would be much better in person, did we want to have a preliminary, have it virtual tomorrow? I'm guessing that that's not the most ideal, so I'll leave it to the majority. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Councillor McQueen.
I am available for the 19th, but I think it's important that we have everybody available, unless the 19th can also be a Zoom. Maybe that works for Barbara DeBreen. I don't know if partially or not. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it's yeah. I guess the question is, can we do tomorrow on Zoom if that's possible, or maybe it is better in person? I don't know. I'm available on the 19th. I guess I'll leave it at that.
Okay, so thank you. And that is the kind of input that we're looking for, because although, as we've done today, virtually when it comes to this particular topic, it would be most ideal in person. So that's why we're seeking some input from council members. So we'll go to Councillor Body next.
I would prefer that we wait till tomorrow morning and find out, only because you don't know what the weather is going to be like on the 19th, and use the 19th as a backup if we can't get here. I'm not really in favor of doing a Zoom meeting for a budget. It's better when we're all in the room, or it's better for me when we're all in the room. So I would prefer to wait until the morning, see how tomorrow goes. If we can't, then look at the 19th. Thank you.
Okay, and Councillor Mackey.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Warden Matrosoff. I agree with Councillor Body. I think if I'm looking at the weather forecast right now, and I don't always believe in the weather forecast, but it's supposed to be not a bad day tomorrow, and we are in Grey County, so we should expect a little bit of snow, and I would like to have the meeting tomorrow, but certainly leave it in staff's hands that if it is blustery tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, we get an email and take it from there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments? Okay. Oh, yes, Councillor Dickert.
Yes, I support Councillor Body and Councillor Mackey as well. I would prefer to wait till tomorrow morning. Next Thursday does have, I know Councillor Patterson and I have some tentative plans around Hanover that day, so it would be best if we could stick with tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, and I see 3 hands up. I'll go, Councillor McQueen, I'll go back to you and then I'll go to the next 2.
I guess the question is, some of us have a good hour drive tomorrow, and it could be a change of, like, in an hour, it could be a difference in one spot to the other. So if it does go tomorrow, and if it is sort of inclement, can we still join on Zoom? Is it still going to be a hybrid if we can't certainly attend? If it is a go tomorrow, is that a possibility?
Okay, so Madam CAO?
Yes, we will set up for hybrid. I mean, I also recognize that Grey County is a very large geography, and while parts of the county might be entirely appropriate for travel, others might not. So if everybody's okay, then we'll make sure that we're set up for a hybrid model of meeting, and we'll it sounds like people are looking for a decision in the morning. We would use the same criteria that we use when we're making a decision about closing the office, and that has to do with road conditions and any advisories from the police about staying off the roads or anything like that. Certainly, we'd want to be in compliance with that kind of direction.
Okay, thank you. And Councillor Pringle?
Yeah, thank you for that. As much as I'm in favor for being in person after my surgery last week, I'll be virtual regardless. So whatever day you decide to have it, I'll be online. I'll be at home for another couple of weeks.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other comments? I had seen another hand, but it's disappeared. Okay, so Madam CAO, I think you've heard then that we would like to wait on the decision until tomorrow. We've heard a concern about as early as possible to allow people to make a decision about whether or not they are still getting in the vehicle. Virtual is always as in every single meeting, it's always an option for participation as well, so that everybody can make their best choice possible given their own conditions. Okay.
Thank you.
So we'll leave it at that then. Item number 10 is notice of motion. Are there any notices of motion to serve? Okay, seeing no hands, we'll proceed then. It is now at 11:36, so it's recommended that this committee, the whole, does now adjourn at 11:36 a.m. To meet again at the call of the chair. I'll look for a mover and a seconder. And it's moved by Deputy Warden Milne and seconded by Councillor Patterson. Thank you. All those in favor? And that motion is carried. Thank you very much, everyone, and safe at home wherever you are. And if you do need to travel, I hope that is safe for you as well. Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Okay.